week 5 or the last week of animation and programming using Scratch. So just as a review from what we did from last week, we made a pawn game, and so whenever you click the green flag, the score resets to 0 and the ball starts moving around, and you have the edge right here. And if the ball touches the paddle, then the score goes up by 1. However, if the paddle touches a crab, then the score goes down. And if whenever the ball hits the red line, the game ends. So you're able to just you have it here, and you're able to just move it around with your mouse and to move the paddle. So today what we're doing is we'll be making an adventure game. So here I'll just play the video that comes along with this tutorial. Here.
With Scratch, you can animate an adventure game. I want Garnet to be my main character. You can pick anyone you want. And if you can't see your character, click on their icon, and you can make them show up or hide by clicking these buttons on and off. Click on the icon of your character, and now you can program them to do things. In Scratch, you drag out blocks of code from here to make programs here, which will make things happen here on the stage. Now, let's make our game. As you watch, you can pause the video and try each step. First, try going to the Looks category and dragging out a Say block to make your character say something. Now, I want to make my character follow the mouse so that I can move her around the screen. To do this, go to the Motion category, drag out the block that says Glide 1 seconds to random position, and choose Mouse Pointer from the menu. Attach this block under the Say block, and let's see what happens. Cool, she talked and then went to my mouse pointer once. But we want our main character to always follow our mouse pointer. To do this, try dragging out a loop from the Control category. When you put code in a loop, that code will happen over and over again. Awesome, now we can move our character with the mouse pointer. You can put in a smaller number, like 0.3, if you want your character to move faster. Let's attach this loop back under the Say block and put a When Green Flag Clicked block on top. And now we can start the game by clicking the green flag. Now, let's make our character collect items. Click on the icon of the item you want. And now you can program the item. Make sure you click Show to make your item show up. What should we make the item do? I think that when Garnet catches the gem, I want it to play a sound, and then go to a new random place. To do this, go to the Control category and drag out a Wait Until block. Go to the Sensing category and grab the block that says Touching Mouse Pointer and choose your main character from the menu. My main character is Garnet, so I'll choose Garnet, but if Finn was your main character, you'd choose Finn. And put that block inside the Wait Until block. Add a Start Sound block to make it play a sound, and then add a Go to Random Position block to make it go to a random place. And let's add a green flag block on top. There we go. The gem waits until Garnet touches it, then plays a sound and goes to a new place. But I want it to do this over and over again. So try dragging out another forever loop and putting the code inside. Awesome. We've got a game going. Finally, let's add a score. To do this, go to the Variables category and create a variable called score, or whatever you want to call it. Try dragging out a Change Variable block and choosing score, and if you put this code inside the loop, the score will increase every time your character catches the item. And let's reset the score to 0 when the game is restarted. Click the green arrow to see each step and to find out how to add more levels.
Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. So the first step is to choose a character to show. So I'll stick with Garnet And so we'll just go and press this button right here in order to make her show up. Alright, then we'll have her say something. So we'll go to events and have when the green flag is clicked. Then we'll go to looks and drag in the block. Say and say, let's collect gems for 2 seconds. Then we'll add in a forever loop so she could be moved around with the mouse. So we'll go to control, take out this forever block, and then go to motion and pick out glide 1 sec to random position, and we'll put this inside the forever loop. And so we'll change random position to mouse pointer, and we'll change it to 0.3 seconds just so it's a bit quicker. So now when you run it or press the green flag, she now follows around wherever my mouse pointer is on the screen. So let's just stop this real quick. And then next we'll choose an object for Garnet to chase. So we'll go with the gem and we'll click it so it's visible. So we'll just move this back here, and then we'll go into events, select the green flag block, then a forever loop, drag it out, then we scroll down and we take this wait until block, and inside of this block we're going to put touching Garnet. So in order to get that block, we'll just go to sensing, touching mouse pointer, and we'll put this inside the wait until block, and we'll change it to Garnet, and then we'll go back to sound, start sound collect. So once it starts touching Garnet, it'll start making a sound, and then we'll go to motion and go to random position. And what this does, after Garnet touches the gem, it moves to another position, so you're able to keep moving it around. So now if we run it with the green flag, we have it here, and whenever she touches the gem, it moves around on the screen to make it more interactive. Okay. Next, we're going to make a score variable so we can keep track of how many times Garnet collects the gem. So we'll go to make variable for all sprites, and then we'll name it score. And then we'll set here, we'll add in this block, set my variable to 0. So whenever you click and change my variable to score, so whenever you start it again or restart the game, it resets the score to 0. And then you just go and also add in this block here, change my variable to 1, underneath go to random position, and we'll change my variable to score instead. So now whenever you start it, the score goes up by 1 whenever Garnet collects a gem. Alright. And we can also have it level up the game after a certain amount of points is collected. So we could just go select the backdrop. So you click over here in the bottom right hand corner where stage is, or no, you can just click it here, events, when green flag is clicked, then you go to control, wait until, you select the wait until block, and then you go to operators and you pick out is it? Over here. And instead of the 1, you'll just drag this in. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong block. Go to control here. We'll just delete that. Wait until over here. Operators. Wait until, and then we'll go to variables. We'll drag in score. You could say equals 10. Then select next backdrop. Either that, or you could add this in. Or it goes to the next backdrop. And if you wanted to select or specify which backdrop, you could say forest. But in order to randomize it and choose whichever ones, you just choose next backdrop. So now we're here. And so every time it switches up, alright, so we just made an adventure game.